What's going on? It's your boy Showtime, Mr. Talking to Town, live and direct, Women's Empowerment 2012, with the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Baisden, in the building. Now, let me say first of all, you sharp.
I like that introduction, the man, the myth, and the legend. That was pretty good. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So thank you for coming, man. We definitely appreciate you. So let's talk about women's empowerment. What does empowering women mean to you?
To me, I'll tell you what I think it means to me, particularly since I'm dealing with relationships. I think you empower women by giving them the truth. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here, to give them the truth about not only the male's perspective, but give them the truth about what they should be getting from me. Because I think you empower women when you give them choices based on the truth. So that's going to be one of the main things I talk about. We got 1,000 other things to cover.
Okay, so you are also an author. You are a world-famous radio personality. How do you find the motivation within yourself to do all of these things and to do what you do?
Well, I mean, no matter if it's writing, if it's seminars, if it's radio, there's always a feeling of service. So you have this idea that every day you're on the air, you're trying to challenge people and give them a different perspective. That's one thing I think is very different about our show. We don't pander to anybody. I make the guys upset, I make the women upset, and I think that not upset in a way that's angry, but in a way that, oh man, no, he didn't say that. So, and I think that intelligent people like being challenged. They don't want to be pandered to and be told things that just makes them comfortable. I think people want to hear things that, as Arsenio used to say, things that make you go,
Right, exactly.
And I think that's what the show does better than anything else, and touching on topics that I don't think anybody else is comfortable with touching. And I'm very comfortable with it because I've always been a very open-minded person and been exposed to a lot of different things as a result of being in the Air Force and traveling a bit, you know. I like to just challenge people to think outside the box.
Right, now, let me say this. One of the things that I think is always interesting about you, I heard the show one time, and you were talking about how you used to work for a train company.
Absolutely.
And you were in there giving your books, and I'm always a proponent of finding your passion, making it your purpose. For those people out there who haven't yet found their passion, whether it be men, whether it be women, what words of encouragement would you have for those folks?
Be prepared to fail. You know, that's the thing I don't think that we're prepared to deal with. We want to be successful, but we're not prepared to deal with failure, man. I've gone through some painful experiences. If you look at anybody's bio, one of the things I suggest to everybody is they watch VH1, the bio channel. It's really encouraging to watch biographies because you will see that people who've been successful have gone through hell, literally. And that's what molds you into that person that's able to endure. You know, you hear all these jokes about people who've never been hurting and they go through hard times and they're jumping out of windows. You know, with us, for example, people who have struggled. I was a man who came up in a household with a mother who was 17 years old with 3 kids that she had to raise on her own on the south side of Chicago. So we had the food stamps and the government cheese. And, you know, we went through all that experience, and those kind of things kind of shape you. So that when you have adversity, it's kind of like, it's just another day. Pursuit of Happiness, one movies like that, for example, I think people just need to watch movies about people overcoming obstacles. And the more real life the story is, the better. Right.
Yeah. So what's next for the Michael Baisden brand?
Maintenance Man 2 is going to be out in June. Of course, I just produced 3 films, Love, Lust, and Lies, a relationship documentary, which deals with a lot of controversial issues like open relationships and swinging, which a lot of African Americans are involved in, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Sounds like something I need to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, we all do. I mean, it's just a different perspective. You know, maybe you can take a piece out of how successful their relationships are, because people who have open relationships last an average of 7 to 10 years longer. It doesn't mean you should do it. It means maybe you should take away some of the elements of those relationships that's allowing them to be successful. Do women know what they want? I created that because I wanted to portray us in a positive light and have mature people talking about relationships. Because I don't think young people get a chance to really hear adults who know talk about it in a way that's, you know, as I said, it's kind of curious, makes them curious, right? And George's comedy DVD, Turnaround. George did a great job with that, bringing in some other comedians. So the books, the DVDs, and you know, continue to get out here for the president. You know, I'm always stumping for the president, and just keep going, man. You know, sometimes I don't know what's coming next. I just have to tackle it when it comes my way.
Take it how it comes.
Yeah, take it how it comes.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate your time. Women's Empowerment 2012 Showtime. Michael Baisden.